How to Create a Glitch Monologues Season 38 Chapter 5. This is Season 38 of How to Create a Glitch in the Matrix Monologues Episode 5. In this episode, we will be bringing together our discussion of the subdominant with our thoughts about the feudal state. As explained in Episode 3 of Season 38, an archetypal tonic creates a consensuality which binds the state's organs to a form of feudalism with respect to territoriality. The passing of this territoriality down intergenerationally preserves existing power structures. But this is not the true ideological objective of progressivism. Progressivism aims to destroy all territoriality which is independent of the state. There are a few distinct steps necessary to produce this result. First, the progressivists must break the intergenerational, familial, links between father and son, mother and daughter, cousin and cousin. Second, the state must impose not just on individuals to act without criminality, but they must act truly conventionally, predictably, according to the consensual expectations of those in power. And how do they impose on people to act in accordance with the consensual expectations of those in power? They manufacture consent. You must do what they want you to do even though it is against your interest to do so, and you must want it too. In other words, the state will advance its progressivist agenda to the end of creating a monolithic state, where spatial non-consensuality is effectively outlawed. It will be outlawed by linking expectations of behavior to a positive result in all non-consensual spaces. If they can hold hostage anything you want or need, they can compel your consent, or they can compel your death. The fault lines of the state are all found in courtrooms. These fault lines separate warring tribes. The state imposes a non-consensual reality upon disagreement, compelling compliance with the expectations of the state with force if necessary. The people in power know the goal of the game is to give them the power, and they only have power when people are divided. Excess entropy is funneled into ideological conflicts. Archetypes assigned reflexively, people divided, to be joined before the weapons of the state. The people in power know that both sides are the same. They use every lone gunman. They use every school shooter. They use every aborted baby. They use every flag burned. Everything can be made to fit their narrative and to manufacture the consent they need to take more power. Every subdominant who dies out of frustration is made to advance their agenda. Soon, the day will come when the only way to resist will be to glitch. Soon the day will come when the methods of this podcast will be the only means of attaining any form of social autonomy beyond the rigid expectations of our betters. For the moment they no longer need to manufacture consent, the people will be one, and they won't need us anymore. That's the end of the podcast for today. If you enjoyed it, please like, comment and subscribe.